What?
Off you go. I'm putting Ellie in charge today. I'm too tired. Tell him why I'm too tired, Ellie.
So we started this morning in Santo Domingo de la Cruzada, and we've finished in Villafranca, which is a 35k day. So,
35 and a half kilometres.
Yes,
Our biggest day.
Yeah.
Our biggest day.
Yeah. Which took us about just under 8.5 hours, including all of our lunch breaks and everything. And we climbed
640?
Yeah, close to 650 metres, and descended a bit over 320. So yeah, a big day out.
Yeah, so tell them about the day. What happened to us?
We set off, and what did this morning even look like?
Well, first I lost my hat.
Oh yeah.
So I've lost my hat. I got to get a new hat. So we spent 15 minutes searching for my hat. So we left at 7:15 instead of whatever.
Yeah. And out through the town, very pretty town, and onto the Pilgrim Highway in a way.
And it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was. It wasn't great. It was no. Okay, let me rephrase that. It was lovely. It was fine, but you were right beside. They're building a new motorway, and you're right beside the road. You're maybe 10 meters away from the road on the path, and a lot of traffic, big trucks and.
Yeah, so kind of like at the start of the day, we were like, oh, this isn't too bad because it was kind of properly separated. But the longer the day went on, the closer you got to the traffic, and the more tiring it felt. But we passed through a lot of villages. We had our first coffee break after 6k.
Yeah.
And then
a little truck, wasn't it? Of a.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're not sure it was a truck. We think it's a little horse made to look like a truck.
Or a trailer or something.
Trailer or something made to look like a truck. Yeah.
Yeah. And then stopped again at around 12k or so for lunch.
Yeah. Now I want to make a jump in here if I can for a sec. This was interesting. So, again. When I think about me travelling as opposed to Ellie's the experienced one here. I'm sort of the beginner, and I'm a runner, so I never eat when I run, and so the idea of stopping and eating has never really figured for me. And today was the first time we actually stopped and ate properly. I mean, we had a proper lunch, a sandwich, but a proper sandwich, and we took time and whatever, and it made a huge difference.
Yeah,
it really made a huge difference. I mean, we couldn't, I think, have done the afternoon. No. Without it. Yeah. So good learning point. So Eddie reckoned at the end today that she's going to be eating breakfast before we're finished.
You never know. Stranger things have happened, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, we've left the Rioja region, and we're now in the province of Castilla and
León.
Yeah.
And we noticed all the signs. Somebody's scribbled out the Leon. Now apparently these two regions were joined into one kingdom. I mean, half a millennia ago or something, hundreds of years ago, and they're still fighting about it. They still don't want to be together. Quite incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And so we made it to
Belandro, yeah.
It's about 24-ish k in, and that's the kind of the standard stage. But we'd already kind of decided if we were feeling good, we'd press on, because within the next 10k there was another 3 or 4 villages, and we were like, well, there's an albergue in each one, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Spoiler
alert here, we weren't fine. Continue.
Yeah, so we made it out to the first one, and we were closing in on 20. Oh no, the first place just looked real quiet, so we were like, okay, we're only at 28, we'll go on to the next one, and made it to the next one, and the albergue was closed on Wednesdays.
Closed on Wednesdays.
And then we made it to the next one, and
which looked lovely.
Yeah, it looked really, really nice. They were full, so she called ahead for us and was like, you have 3 more kilometers to go.
3.4, that's it.
Yeah.
So the total was 35 and a half. Now, however, what Eddie didn't mention was when we had a thunderstorm. Yeah. So we had a thunderstorm, and we sat in now when the thunder and lightning started, or when the thunder started, and we said, we waited out, and the rain came. Then the rain sort of eased off. We said, it's not too heavy. We'll go on. And of course, it's like when you put on your rain jacket, the sun comes out, you take off your rain jacket, it starts raining. But the minute we said we go on, boy, did it get heavy.
Yeah.
A really, really heavy. But we pressed on. We pressed on and we got here. So, marks out of 10 for today. The second half was better than the first half, for sure.
Yeah, the trail was much nicer.
Trail was much nicer.
Yeah.
It was actually a trail.
In sections, yeah.
In sections, yeah. It was actually a trail, and So.
The bit coming into Villafranca was nice.
Was nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So marks out of 10 for today.
Oh, no, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. A 7.
Yeah.
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah, the walking was nice. I thought the walking was easy actually, even though there were some hills in it. It was there were easy hills. It was busy. The first half wasn't great along by the road. Otherwise, I think you give it 8 or 8.5. The second half was nice. The shower rain wasn't the end of the world. We covered a lot of distance. We were really pleased with the distance. It was interesting to see what you can do. Now, having said that, I lost my cap, but I gained something in return. My first blister. So Ellie reckons, oh yeah, I can see it now. I have a blister on my first toe, the one next to my big toe, on my right foot. So we're going to do the business on that in a few minutes. I won't go into details. Yeah, I hate blood. But dinner here is at 7 o'clock. So it's now 6 o'clock our time, which is 5 o'clock in Ireland. And so we're hungry. We deserve our dinner.
Yes.
We're hungry. I've booked the accommodation for tomorrow, so we're going to walk 24 kilometres, and the walk looks lovely. We've a steep enough climb, and but it's all lovely walks. Lovely, we shouldn't be on road much, except one little piece when we go into where we're going to stay. But I booked the accommodation, and it looks nice, or whatever. So we're not running the risk of not getting something tomorrow evening, and that puts us just short of Burgos. So I'm not sure exactly what we'll do in Burgos. We haven't planned it yet.
No. Yeah, it'll be 16k from there in.
Yeah.
So maybe we go in,
spend a few hours there, and then walk out and stay somewhere outside it. Something like that. I need to get a new hat.
Yes.
I need to get a new cap because there's good weather coming. I know you're having incredible, we hope. I know you're having incredible, no, that's not true. Apart from the shower, the weather's perfect for walking. If we had what you're having at home, 24, 25 degrees, whatever, it'd be killing us. Yeah. So, in fact, we're very pleased with the weather. Okay, so learning from today. I think learning for me was the lunch. We're definitely going to do that from now on. We're going to actually stop for half an hour or an hour even. Stop and eat and rest. And then just move forward again. That was my one big learning. Number 2 is read the guide and find out that the albergue is closed on a Wednesday. Do these little things.
Yeah. Well, in fairness to the guidebook, I don't think it knew that either.
I don't think it knew that either. Yeah.
And even the third town where we went in, and she called ahead for us, there was actually 2 albergues there, and on the other one on their website they said they were just closed on Monday. And I was like, oh, that's fine. But as we walked in, I saw a sign on the door saying closed today.
Closed today. So, but the place we're staying is lovely.
Yeah, it's a hotel that also has an albergue at the back.
That's it. Yeah. And we're actually in beds. Now, you might say, well, what have you been sleeping on up until now? Well, we've been in bunk beds up until now.
Yeah.
This is actually beds, proper beds. And you've a little bit of space around you, and it's nice. And the grounds are nice. Yeah. And I'm looking forward. It looks like a fairly upmarket place. I'm hoping dinner is going to be nice. Now I need to acknowledge something as well. I mean, yesterday, of course, I had the whole bloody bottle of wine. Ellie had one sip of it, and I drank the rest of the bottle of wine with my dinner. And I see in the menu for our menu this evening, there's a bottle of wine with us again. So I don't know. Yeah. And you'll be pouring me back to Ireland. So that's it. How's the trip going, Ellie?
Good.
You still talking to your dad?
Yes.
That's the important bit, isn't it?
Yes. And we saw that we passed a sign today that said we were 546 kilometres or something from Santiago. which feels like real progress over the 770 that we started with.
Yeah, I need to make the comment. I said at the very beginning, one of my first videos was 700 kilometres. Then Ellie sprung the surprise on me. It's not 700, it's 770. But we've done, at this stage, what do you think we've done?
We've done 40 something.
240, not bad, huh? 240 something kilometres. And how do we feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. I mean, the legs are tired, the feet are a little bit sore. But we're full of courage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's gone really well. I'm glad I'm doing it with Ellie. Apart from the fact the only reason I'm doing it is to do it with Ellie, but I'm glad I'm doing it with Ellie. I don't think I'd want to do it on my own, and that's sort of been interesting for me. I like to travel alone, as you know, when I do my motorbike trips, but I don't think I'd like to do this walk on my own. It's a long way. I see, and again, I've got to be careful what I say here in case anybody's listening. We've noticed a few people travelling solo, and some of them are not happy. We just get the impression they're not happy. They're finding it tough going on their own. And yes, I don't think I want to do this kind of walk, not this far. Maybe a short one, 2 or 3 days or 4 or 5 days. But 5 weeks, no, I don't think so. I think you'd be talking to yourself. I'm already talking to the little birds, Yeah, so very happy with the trip so far. Yeah. Any closing comments, Ellie?
Not much. Yeah, just a big day.
Just a big day, yeah, just a big day. That's it, guys. Yeah. So keep watching, keep giving us thumbs up, send us some texts, tell us how well we're doing, give us a bit of courage. Good talk, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.
Okay.